just endless amounts of spider web covered blood. All of the things from a past life, if you will. I've become increasingly aware recently of being saddled with stuff. We're talking stuff from my early childhood, like this Kermit the Frog I played with pretty much constantly as a kid. Stuff from my band days, like this amp, this thing. Look at that. Piles of t-shirts from my old band. Posters and flyers from shows that we played back in the day. Weird notebooks full of lyrics and all kinds of stuff. Old stickers, boxes full of CDs. And in case you missed it, this is all just stuff that came out of my ex's garage, all covered with spiders. This is all just stuff that was piled up in their garage. I also have about umpteen billion boxes from my own garage. And, as many of you already know, an entire other storage full of a bunch of stuff from these past years when I've been doing all of the videos. I would love to be out making more videos right now, but like I said, I'm realizing that I am saddled with stuff. I need help. I do not want the stuff. I do not need 99% of the stuff, but stuff I have anyway. What I'm hoping for is to find somebody with a front yard that will let us borrow their front yard for a yard sale, maybe. But the problem with the yard sale is, if I have a yard sale, people will come just to hang out with me and I won't be able to sell the stuff. So I would have to find someone to actually do the selling for me. So then a few people suggested, well, why not eBay? But the thing is, there's so much stuff, it would take forever to figure out how to price it and box it up and ship it. So again, I would need to find someone to do that for me. So in the meantime, I now have 2 storages. Hopefully I'll bring the other storage stuff over to here and be able to sort out all the stuff that's like the small pile of things I need versus the large pile of things I don't need. But at the moment I've got 2 storages with a lot of things in them that I want to get rid of and need to find a way other than a dumpster. Some of the stuff is like nobody wants it. Now it's got to go in the trash. I got to have some place to sort it. That's why I haven't run out this big storage unit for a month or so just to do that job. But this is one monumental task and I'm starting to feel the overwhelm. If you or someone you know is a professional get-ridderer of things or wants to run a yard sale or sell a lot of weird stuff on eBay for me, let me know. Get in touch with a sometimes mob or something. Oy, 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 oy. In the meantime, also, my bad knee has become intolerably painful. Like serious levels of not being able to function as a human being or sleep because your knee is throbbing all night. I think it's possible that I have runner's knee, which is a whole thing with your kneecap and arthritis-iness, and I'm gonna have to go see my old enemy, the doctor, and maybe get a shot or something. Anyway, these 2 circumstances colliding this month, along with the fact that I was already gone so much of the year, I've had to try to cram some family time into the end of summer vacation there, have meant that my video adventuring have meant a very slow pace compared to normal for my work. So I thank you all for bearing with me. Okay, look at that, I emptied the car, which means I'm done for the moment at this storage. Down the freeway, down the freeway, down the freeway, to this storage. See what I'm saying? Too much stuff. Okay. Ooh. Let's see if we can fit this stuff in there. Now, I used to hold on to everything. I think part of that was growing up with moderate means and then living on a very tight budget for most of my adult life, where I just held on to everything in case you needed it, but also every souvenir, every old photograph, every old flyer from my band, just everything. Then I got divorced all of a sudden, and everything I owned was pretty much taken away from me. And at the same time, my old hard drive with all my music, all my pictures, all that stuff died. So I had pretty much nothing left. Started my whole life completely over. I have to tell you what, I did not miss the stuff at all. Turns out that stuff is not very important. I still had all my memories. I still had all those good times in my head. All the life lessons that I had learned were still theoretically up in my brain, so I really wasn't missing anything. Which is why now that there's this accumulation of stuff going on, which has mostly happened just because I really wasn't home, I'm finding it really easy just to let this stuff go. I think I could fit something else right there. Stuff is neat. Stuff is fun. I like stuff, don't get me wrong, especially collectibles, old toys, I love it. But I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that you definitely don't need stuff to be happy. Everybody says that. Then you take away their stuff, they're very unhappy, and I am included in that. Then when it was all forced away from me, I had to learn to be happy with just none stuff. Anyway, if anyone out there can help me get rid of all of this fun stuff, I would be very much obliged. Because this is too much. This is too much stuff. Okay. Side note, this probably would have been easier in an SUV or a truck. I really need to make more friends with strong backs and big trucks. Whew! All right, back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth and forth and back and back and forth and forth and back and back and forth and forth and back. So as you can see, this is my day. Not very exciting.
Just sort of hot and sweaty and arduous.
Now the reason I'm bringing everything here, like I said before, is to actually have the space to sort of organize it into piles. Throw away pile, keep pile. Get rid of pile. Look at this box here, for example. This is all stuff that was on the roof of my old van. You got some old pins here, some old punk rock pins. I mean, what do you do with that many little buttons? I got the Hatbox Baby up here. This is one of those Leslie, what's it called, things where you take the thing from the organ, you put a guitar through it, and it gives you that crazy tremolo sound that nothing else can replicate. Just a lot of stuff. Here's about 1 billion VHS tapes. I'm still finding more. Need to get those and a bunch of old 8mm tapes transferred over. There's a whole bag of old-timey slides and 8mm film. Like film from my grandparents. It's a lot to go through. But step 1, move it all here. Step 2, organize it somehow. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working here. Go get some trash bags. Maybe a shelf or two to put some of this stuff on. Oh, check this out. Here's a painting I did in 2005. Here's an old picture of me from the year 1999. Check out that nose ring. See the nose ring? Punk! Yeah, old school. Just a lot of stuff like that. Old pictures of me. Old framed CD art.
Back in my day, this was high technology.
Moody teen pics. Even this lovely framed review of one of my albums from Maximum Rock and Roll that describes our album as unbleeping bearable. Said that we sounded like Green Day and that our album was truly dookie. Also some other choice words. I seriously cringed the whole time it was on.
Oh yeah.
See, that's how you know it was actually good. Funny enough, he mentions in that review that he couldn't get through the whole thing. Couldn't even get halfway or something like that. If you only listen to half an album, can you actually review it? See that Mark Twain that I spray painted on the thingy? I used to spray paint this little stencil of Mark Twain all around town. Anaheim, Fullerton, Brea. Then that movie Exit Through the Gift Shop came out and I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. There's probably some interesting treasures in here, but it's going to take a lot of work to dig them out. I'm not going to make you guys go through all that work. I'm going to leave you here. I just didn't want you to think I was dead or something. The boys start school in about 2 weeks, which means that then my little mini-me starts school very, very soon. Actually, just in a matter of days. So once he's back there and I've gone through some of these errands that I need to do that have been kind of stacking up on me in here, huh? Stacking up. I think I'll be hitting the road for adventure once again. But we got some stuff to do locally first. That's gonna be pretty fun. So stay tuned. All right, I'm going to keep working on this so that I can
do my duty and go home and sleep well.
See you later.
Come home right now.
Okay. Please don't beat me.
Go home and sleep well.